Hello students, welcome to my video lecture. First, Brahmanath. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. In last class, we discussed binomial theorem. Okay, in binomial theorem we discussed to find the middle term, next to find the general term, next to find the independent of x term, also find the coefficient of x to power k in the given expansion. Okay, today we are going to discuss very important topic, that is called probability. Probability means chances of outcomes, means uncertainty. Probable means uncertainty. Uncertainty means what? Uncertainty means, suppose a coin is tossed once. गोटे कॉइन टॉस करिबा once, the coin टॉस करिबा, coin means it is a fair coin. Fair coin means there is no manufacturing defect. So if a coin is tossed once, the chances of outcome means it may be head appear or tail appear, but no one can predict only head is appeared or tail is appeared. मीन्स किए भी कही परिबनी कौन आसीबो, पर्टिकुलर कौन आसीबो किए भी कही परिबनी, किंतु पॉसिबल कौन कौन आसी परिबे समस्त कही परिबे. सिमिलरली सपोज क्रिकेट मैच होची इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान भितर, तो आम जाने किए जीतिबो, आम जाने जड़े जीतिबो जड़े हारिबो, किंतु गैस करी कहवा था हाँ इंडिया जीति पारे, चांसेस टू विन, नॉट 100% श्योर वेदर इंडिया विन द मैच आर नॉट. ओके, भल बैट्समैन थाई पारंती, भल बॉलर थाई पारंती, सब किछि थाई थिले मध्य, तो चांसेसटा 100% नॉट मीन्स कही हेबनी इट इज 100% बिफोर कौन प्लेइंग द मैच सरला कही पार कि जितला कि हारला, कि पूर्व किए भी कहीपर ना जीतब कि हार. तो इट इज कॉल्ड प्रोबेबिलिटी. प्रोबेबिलिटी मीन्स चांसेस ऑफ अनसर्टेनिटी. ओके, सो सम टर्मिनोलॉजीज आर देयर, तो वी विल डिस्कस वन बाय वन. ओके, प्रोबेबिलिटी is a measure of uncertainty of various phenomena. Probability is a measure of uncertainty of various phenomena okay, various phenomena. Probability is the science of decision making. Probability is the science of decision making decision decision making, okay, with calculate, science of decision making with calculated risk in the face of uncertainty. Calculated risk in the face of uncertainty. Face of uncertainty. Is called probability. Some terminologies are there. So in this chapter we deal random experiment, okay, sample space and various terminology relating to probability. तो वन बाय वन we discuss करिबा. तो वन बाय वन terminology. तो वन बाय वन बर्तन डिस्कस कर देखाबे. फर्स्ट experiment. One experiment. An operation which results in some well-defined outcomes. Some well-defined outcomes. Well-defined outcomes is called an experiment. Okay. कौन कहला? An operation which results in some well-defined outcomes is called experiment. Next one, random experiment. Second one, random experiment. Okay. An experiment whose outcome cannot be predicted with certainty is called random experiment. An experiment whose outcomes cannot be predicted okay, cannot be predicted. Certainty is called a random experiment. It has more than one possible outcomes. Means suppose an experiment has single outcome, तो समस्त कहींपारे कौन आसीपर कहींपारे पर्टिकुलरली कौन आसपारे कहींपारे गोटे आउटकम ही आसीपर, तो दैट इज नॉट रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट, इट इज मोर देन वन पॉसिबल आउटकम्स। मीन्स जदि मोर देन वन पॉसिबल आउटकम आसो ताले किए भी कहींपारे कौन पर्टिकुलरटा आसो। सपोज गोटे डाए गोटे थ्रो करवा, डाए जानिच डाए सब जानिच, डाए हैव 6 फेसेस एंड नेमिंग 1 2 3 4 5 6। तो सपोज a die is thrown once, then we can say it may appear 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, गोटे गोटे आसो, 6टा केस गोटे गोटे ही आसो, किंतु नो वन से पर्टिकुलर 1 इज appeared or 2 is appeared, नो वन से, जो दे आर नॉट 100% श्योर दैट 1 इज appeared, तो कहे हाँ 1 आसी पारे, चांसेस ऑफ appear 1 इज 50% कि 30% कि 60% कहींपारती। बट किए भी आगु कहींपारे टॉस करिया पूर्व किए मीन्स ड्र करिया पूर्व किए भी कहींपारे पर्टिकुलर कौन आसो है, तो यहाँ इज मोर देन वन पॉसिबल आउटकम्स। तो पॉसिबल आउटकम कौन कौन ना 1 2 3 4 5 6 है पॉसिबल आउटकम्स है, तो इट इज मोर देन वन पॉसिबल आउटकम्स। तो एन एक्सपेरिमेंट हुज आउटकम्स कैन नॉट बी प्रेडिक्टेड, किए भी प्रेडिक्ट करें विथ सर्टेनिटी, मीन्स पर्टिकुलर कौन आसो is called a random experiment. It has more than one possible outcomes. Okay. Suppose drawing a card from a pack of 52 cards, 52टा कार्ड अच्छी, तो आम गोटे कार्ड ड्र कर, तो 52टा कार्ड कौन ड्र करिया, 52टा वेर ड्र कर 52C1 वेर ड्र कर, किंतु पर्टिकुलर कौन ड्र कर किए कहींपारे, इट मे बी कौन आसो किंग मीन्स कौन, किंग भी 4 टाइप्स अच्छे अगेन नहीं कि 52 कार्ड्स मीन्स आउट ऑफ 52 कार्ड्स देर आर two colors, one is red color and the one is black color, each color contain 26 cards. Next there are 4 suite, each contain 13 cards. The suite means it is first one asla club, diamond, heart and spade, each containing 13 cards. So there are 4 cards in each type. Okay, तो आम जाने गोटे कार्ड जो ड्र करवा कौन आसपार 52टा वेर आसपार, कि पर्टिकुलर कौन आसो किए भी कहींपारे, दैट इज कॉल्ड रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट। ओके, रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट। एग्जांपल, tossing of a fair coin. Fair coin means there is no manufacturing defect, defect नथिया coin है, जो coin defect नथिबो तो fair coin ता कहते। tossing of a fair coin, okay, is a random experiment, is a random experiment, because a coin is tossed once, we get two possible outcomes. One is either head or another one is a tail. Means no one can say particular head turn up or tail turn up. Okay, because if we toss a coin, either head or tail will come off. Okay, either a head or a tail will come off. But if we toss a coin again and again, if we toss a coin again and again, the outcomes each time will not be same. The outcome each time will not be same. Same outcome आसियो नहीं. गोटे थर पकैल तो a coin is tossed once, the outcome is either head or a tail. If a coin is tossed twice, the outcome are different, that is head or head tail or tail head or tail. Means first one is head asipare, second is head asipare. This is one case. First tossed head, second tossed tail. First tossed tail, second tossed head. First tossed tail, second tossed tail. So 4 cases asipare. If a coin is tossed thrice, तो outcomes are अलग अलग रहेबो. तो फर्स्ट हेड, सेकंड हेड, थर्ड हेड, तो हेड नेक्स्ट हेड टेल, नेक्स्ट हेड टेल हेड, नेक्स्ट टेल हेड, नेक्स्ट वन हेड टेल हेड टेल हेड, एंड लास्ट वन टेल. तो ये 8 वे आसीपे. तो से कौन कहला, tossing of a fair coin is a random experiment, because if we toss a coin either head or tail will come up, full stop. But if we toss a coin again and again, the outcome of each time will not be same. Okay, another example, drawing a die, unbiased die is a random experiment. Okay, unbiased means no manufacturing defect है नहीं, तो chances of getting each one are same. तो unbiased die. 3, drawing a card from a pack of 52 cards. Drawing a card from a well shuffled of 52 cards is also a random experiment. These are some examples of random experiment. Okay, next one, trial means what? Performing of random experiment. Trial performing of random experiment. Okay, random experiment is called trial. Okay, next one, sample space. मन रखु तो sample space. The set or collection of all possible outcomes of a random experiment is called a sample space, and it is denoted by capital letter S. Number of elements in sample space. Number of elements in sample space S. Sample space S is denoted by mod of S or n bracket S. Okay, this is called sample space. Example देखो also each element of a sample space is called sample point. Each element of a sample space is called sample point. Example देखो, a coin is tossed once, then S is equal to either H पाइबो नले tail ही पाइबो. तो this implies mod of S is equal to 2. Mod of S is equal to 2. A coin is tossed 2 times is same as 2 coins tossed once, and the outcomes are, and the possible outcomes are S is equal to HH, okay, HT, TH, TT. कौन करला H, T into H, T मल्टीप्लाई कले पाइजिव. मीन्स गोटे कॉइन टॉस कले इधर H and T आसुची, दुई थर टॉस कले HT into HT. तो mod of S is equal to what? 2 to power 2, that is 4. तो गोटे कॉइन n टाइम जे टॉस करिवो, टोटल नंबर ऑफ पॉसिबल आउटकम्स इज 2 to power n. तो नॉट a coin is tossed n times is same as n coins tossed once, and total number of possible outcomes is equal to mod of S is equal to 2 to power n. Okay, similarly a die is thrown once, then total number of possible outcomes is 6 to power 1, that is 6. A die is thrown twice is same as 2 dice thrown once, and total number of possible outcomes is 6 to power 2, that is 36. A die is thrown once, So the sample space dice means 6 faces आसीबाला नहीं 6टा फेस रहइबो तो each face रे 1 2 3 means 1 2 3 4 लिखा है सब a die is thrown once तो s कौन पाइबो 1 2 3 4 5 6 तो implies mode of s means कौन हम 6 to power 1 गोटे तर थ्रो करा 1 means power 1 that is 6 a die is thrown twice तो s is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 into 1 2 3 4 5 6 this is the s तो multiply each we get this is 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6 similarly 2 1 dot dot 2 6 3 1 dot dot 3 6 4 1 dot dot 4 6 5 1 dot dot 5 6 6 1 dot dot 6 6 तो a die is thrown twice is same as 2 dice thrown once तो mode of s is equal to 6 to power 2 that is 36 तो ये है 6 again 6 तो 6 into 6 that is कौन 36 number of output हम पाइबा okay next one discrete sample space discrete sample space a sample space is called a discrete sample space if the sample space containing finite number of elements or finite number of sample points okay a sample space S is called discrete sample space if S contains finite number of elements or sample points okay called discrete sample space next event means what event means the subset of a sample space is known as event the subset of a sample space is known as event or the every subset of a sample space is an event okay the subset of sample space okay an event is a subset of sample space an event is a subset of sample space hence each subset of sample space of the sample space is known as event events okay example लिखो let S sample space this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 let A is equal to 1 2 B 1 3 5, C 2 4 6. Therefore A subset of S, B subset of S, C subset of S. Hence A, B, C each are an event. Each are ABC. A is an event, B is an event, C is an event. So A, B, C each is an event. Each is an event. Okay. So every subset of a sample space is known as event. Next, simple event. Simple event. An event containing single sample point. An event containing a single sample point. Single sample point. केवल गोटे ही कौन थी वो एलिमेंट थी वो sample point or a single element is called simple event or elementary event ओके ये गोटे ही एलिमेंट थी दैट इज कॉल्ड कौन कह सिंपल इवेंट कहवा एग्जांपल देख एग्जांपल ड्राइंग ए डाई तो एस केता आसीबो 1 2 3 4 5 6 लेट ए बी एन event getting even prime number ताले कौन देख तो ना A is equal to curly bracket 2 hence A is a simple event or elementary event. Next one, mixed event or compound event or composite event means an event containing more than one sample point. An event containing more than one sample point is called mixed event or composite event. So example, let S is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, let B be an event getting odd natural number that implies B is equal to 1 3 5 is a mixed event, is a compound event, is a compound event means more than यदि वन कौन रहिबो sample point रहिबो that is called compound event, more than one sample point. Okay, next, impossible event not possible नहीं इवेंटा केबे भी पॉसिबल हो नथिबो, दैट इज कॉल्ड इम्पॉसिबल इवेंट। अच्छा, सिंस एवरी सेट इज ए सबसेट ऑफ sample space, sorry, every event is a subset of a sample space, every event is a subset of a sample space. So since empty set is a subset of every set, therefore empty set is also a subset of sample space S. Hence empty set is an event that is called impossible event having no element, having no element. Example, drawing a die, sorry, throwing a die, ଗୋଟେ die throw କରିବ, getting 7, then getting the number 7, it is impossible. ଯଦି die throw କରିବା ତାହେଲେ 1 ପାଇବା, 2 ପାଇବା, 3 ପାଇବା, 4 ପାଇବା, 5 ପାଇବା, 6 ପାଇବା, ବଟ୍ 7 ପାଇପାରିବ ନାହିଁ। ତ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ କଲ୍ଡ ଇମ୍ପୋସିବଲ୍ ଇଭେଣ୍ଟ। ଓକେ, ତ ଲେଖ ତାହେଲେ ଇମ୍ପୋସିବଲ୍ ଇଭେଣ୍ଟ। ସିନ୍ସ phi is a subset of every set, therefore phi is a subset of a sample space. Since phi is a subset of every set, so phi is also a subset of the sample space S, subset of the sample space S. Hence phi is an event called an impossible event, okay, an impossible event having no element. Example, throwing a die, getting the number is 7, or 0, कौन आसीबो आंसर आसीबो को आंसर आसीबो 5, बिकॉज नो एलिमेंट है नहीं, नो एलिमेंट is called impossible event. Next one, sure event. Since every set is a subset of itself, therefore S is also a subset of itself, hence S is called sure event. Let S be a sample space since every set is a subset of itself, therefore S is also a subset of S. This implies S is an event called sure event, or a certain event, sure event or a certain event. Example, a die is thrown once, therefore S is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let A be an event getting less than 7, therefore A is equal to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hence A is A is called a sure event. A is called a sure event. Sure event. Okay. Next, mutually exclusive event. Mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive events. Bracket रे disjoint. Disjoint events. Joint नथी है. Two or more events are said to be mutually exclusive events. Two or more events are said to be mutually exclusive events if one of them occur, then other are not occur. Means they have no common element. Okay, they have no common element. Okay, they are called mutually exclusive events. Two or more events are said to be two or more events are said to be mutually exclusive events if one of them occur, then other cannot occur. Other cannot occur. Okay. Thus, two or more events are said to be mutually exclusive. Said to be mutually exclusive if no two of them occur simultaneously. If no two of them occur simultaneously. Means दुईटी जगह it means common नथिबा दुईटा सेट भितर no common element. Okay, if no two of them occur simultaneously, no two of them occur or together. Okay, let a1 a2 a3 up to n are mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive events if ai intersection aj is equal to phi for I not is equal to j. तर मीनिंग कौन ना a1 intersection a2 phi, a2 intersection a3 phi, a1 intersection a3 phi. खाली I is equal to j हो गले कौन आसीबो a1 intersection a1 means a1 पाइबो. If I not equal to j, they are कौन mutually disjoint. They have no common element. Example देखो. Example, let s is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let a1 1 2 b1 a2 3 a3 4 5 a4 6. देखो a1 intersection a2 5, a1 intersection a3 5, a1 intersection a4 5. A2 intersection A3 5, A2 intersection A4 5, A3 intersection A4 also 5, means they are mutually exclusive, means mutually disjoint. Therefore A1, A2, A3 and A4 are called mutually exclusive events. Exclusive events. Okay, mutually exclusive events. Okay. Next one, exhaustive events. Exhaustive, HAUSTIV events. Two or more events. Two or more events are said to be an exhaustive event if union of two or more, union of them, if union of whole, if their union is a sample space S. Sample space S. Okay. Example, let S be a sample space is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let A1 is an event. So A1 is equal to 1, 3, 5. A2 is equal to 3, 5, 7, 9. A3 2, 4, 6, 1. A5, A4 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10. A5 3, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. These are the events because all are subset of the sample space S. A1 is subset of S, A2 subset of S, A3 subset of S, A4 subset of S, A5 is also subset of S. So union of all sets, that means A1 union A2 union A3 union A4 union A5 is equal to sample space S. Is equal to sample space S. So union of all exhaustive events is equal to कौन पाइला मैं sample space S पाइलो. Okay, therefore A1, A2, A3 up to A5 are known as कौन आसे पड़ो known as exhaustive events. Exhaustive events. Okay, exhaustive events. Next one, mutually exclusive and exhaustive. Mutually exclusive and exhaustive means what? Means the events have no common element, but their union is sample space S. Let S be a sample space and let A1, A2, A3 ... n are the events of S are mutually exclusive events, mutually exclusive events. A1, A2, A3 up to N are A1, A2, A3 up to N are said to be mutually exclusive events, and mutually exclusive and exhaustive events if condition 1 A1 union A2 union A3 union up to union AN is equal to S. Condition 2 and condition 2 AI intersection AJ is equal to phi for I not is equal to J. Okay, I comma J is equal to 1 2 3 up to N. कौन कहला ना म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव मीन्स दे हैव नो कॉमन एलिमेंट जो इवेंट भितर किसी कॉमन नथिबो सेमान भितर बिल्कुल किसी कॉमन नथिबो आउ कौन से यूनियन कला बेलू आम एस पाउथिया पड़ो तो ये आम कौन कहवा म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव एंड एग्जॉस्टिव इवेंट्स. एग्जांपल नहीं पार let S is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 A is equal to let A is equal to 1 3 5 B is equal to 2 4 6 1 3 5 A is subset of S, B is subset of S, A intersection B is equal to 5. Okay, but A union B is equal to S. Therefore A and B are called mutually disjoint, mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. Mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. Okay. Next one, favorable events. Favorable event means suppose a die is thrown once. So sample spaces are 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So getting an odd number means let A be the event getting an odd number means A is equal to 135. So 135 is a favorable event means getting कौन हम पाइबा that is favorable events. Now suppose a coin is tossed thrice, गोटे coin को हम 3 थर toss कले तो कौन पाइबा sample space ना 2 to power 3 means 8 number of sample space पाइबा कौन head 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 tail head tail head tail head head tail tail head tail head tail head tail tail and all are tail. So 8 cases. So let A be the event getting exactly 2 heads. So exactly 2 heads means कौन ना H H T T H T H T H and T H H. So these are favorable events. Okay, these are called favorable events. So favorable events okay. The outcomes of a random experiment, the outcomes of a random experiment, the outcomes of a random experiment, the outcomes of a random experiment which results in the happening results in the happening of an event is called favorable events. Example: a fair coin is tossed thrice. Okay, getting thrice, getting two heads. Favorable cases that are getting two heads. Favorable cases that are two heads. दुईटा हेड पाइबा आमे. Two heads are HHT THH HTH. ओके, तो ये हमारा फेवरेबल केसेस. कहीं एस टा केते एस कहले HHH HHT HTH THH HTT THT TTH and TTT. तो दिस इज द सैंपल स्पेस. तो ये सैंपल स्पेस ये तीनटा ही पाइबा आमे. कहीं ना टू हेड्स कहे टू हेड्स. तो ये ला फेवरेबल इवेंट्स. दिस इज कॉल्ड फेवरेबल इवेंट्स. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन इक्वली लाइकली इवेंट्स. इक्वली लाइकली इवेंट्स. सपोज गोटे कॉइन टी थ्रो करिया आमे. जे कॉइन टी थ्रो करिया फेयर कॉइन जो थे कि मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डिफेक्ट नथिबो. गोटे फेयर कॉइन टी थ्रो करिबा. जे फेयर कॉइन टी थ्रो करिबा ताले कोन आसीबो इधर हेच आसी परियो और टेल भी आसी परियो. तो हेच आसे चांस जेतिकी तो टेल आसे चांस भी सेतिकी. है कि एटा कोन कहते हमर इक्वली लाइकली चांसेस ऑफ आउटकम्स आर इक्वल. सपोज ए डाई गोटे थ्रो करिबा तो 1 2 3 4 5 6 आसुची. तो 1 आसार चांस जेतिकी 2 भी आसार चांस सेतिकी 3 आसार भी चांस सेतिकी 4 आसार चांस सेतिकी 5 आसार चांस सेतिकी 6 आसार भी चांस सेतिकी. तो दे आर इक्वली लाइकली इवेंट्स. चांसेस ऑफ आउटकम्स आर इक्वल. ओके, तो ठीक अच्छे देखो ताहले two outcomes of a random experiment are called two outcomes of a random experiment is called equally likely events. If none of them is expected. If none of them is expected to occur in preference to other. Okay, preference to other. Example: in throwing a die throw करिबा. Odd and even are equally likely. Odd and even numbers are equally likely. odd and even numbers are equally likely, because there are 6 numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6, 3 contains odd, 3 contains even, so odd and even numbers are equally likely. Okay, in next class we shall discuss other theory of probabilities.